Welcome to Recollection Mall. If you were a mall rat like me or spent your formative years at the mall, then you've come to the right channel. Have you ever gone into your childhood or teenage or adulthood mall and ever wondered, I could have sworn that there was that store there? So let's take a trip down memory lane and go into the history of that mall in your home state. So stay tuned. Every Wednesday, I'll be doing a mall history of the oldest mall in every state in the US. Please subscribe and leave a comment or memory about your time at this mall. Thanks. Plans for the first shopping mall in West Virginia were announced in May of 1966. A fully enclosed shopping center would aptly be named the Fairmont Mall, which would be built on a 31-acre site. This was located 5 miles southwest of downtown Fairmont. Construction got underway in the spring of 1969, and Fairmont Mall was renamed Middletown Mall due to its location between the cities of Fairmont and Clarksburg. In actuality, the mall was much closer to Fairmont. When completed, the mall encompassed approximately 472,000 leasable square feet. An official dedication was held on March 13, 1971. Among the new stores that opened at this mall included Lerner's Shops, the Jones Department Store, Thrift Drugs, Scruffy Pet Shop, Orange Bowl, Orange Julius, Chess King, Joann's Fabric, a 13,000 J.G. McQuarrie 5 and dime, and a 23,000 square foot thoroughfare supermarket, which was a freestanding building in the south parking lot. Anchoring the mall was a single-level 97,000 square foot Sears, a single-level 40,000 square foot Parsons Souders, and a one-level 65,000 square foot W.T. Grant, which would later become a Grant City by 1973. The mall soon had its competitors in the Mountaineer Mall, which opened for business in 1975. Next came the Meadowbrook Mall, which opened in 1982, and the Morgantown Mall, which was dedicated in 1990. The Middletown Mall would only get one expansion in its history when they added a single-level 60,000 square foot GB Discount Mart. This store opened in May of 1975. With its completion, the shopping mall had approximately 532,000 leasable square feet. In 1975, Parsons Souders closed. It was reopened and rebranded as Stone & Thomas. The W.T. Grant, or Grant City, closed in 1976. The Middletown Mall store was leased by the Ira A. Watson Company, aka Watson's, which was a Knoxville-based discount retailer. A little less than 8 years later, in 1984, Watson's would close. After that store closed, its space was leased by Hess's. They opened their 33rd store in the old Watson's space in early 1985. In 1989, Sears closed. In 1989, Hill's Discount Mart would open a store in the old Sears space. In 1991, GB closed. Its space was leased as government offices. The area surrounding and including the Middletown Mall had been incorporated as the city of Whitehall on December 8, 1992. The Crown Construction Company split into two entities in 1993. The Crown American Realty Trust was established to manage the company's shopping mall portfolio. In 1995, Hess's closed. The Middletown Mall had been a thriving mall for a number of years. However, by 1990, there were 3 newer and larger malls operating in its area. The complex was in a downward spiral by the mid-1990s. During this time, you may have remembered stores and restaurants, some called Paw Inn, Dark and Dusty Pizza, Sweet Williams, Lum's Restaurant, Scotto's, and Lerner's. In 1998, Hill's Discount Mart closed. Ames would move into the vacant space. That same year in July, the Stone & Thomas chain was acquired by Elder Beerman. The Middletown Mall Stone & Thomas was not converted to an Elder Beerman and was closed. The property in Whitehall was sold to Morgantown's Stephen Fansler in July of 1998. In October of 2001, the Ames store closed. With two of its anchors vacant, the facility went into foreclosure in 2002. A loan was secured. An entity known as the Pin Oaks Properties was created by a local entrepreneur, Stephen Fansler, to own and operate the shopping center. By 2003, Middletown Mall was enjoying an occupancy rate of 98%. Much of its space was being leased as federal and state offices. Professional tenants included the Social Security Administration, the Department of Motor Vehicles, and the state of West Virginia. Retailers included BB&T Bank, Hank's Deli, Fashion Bug, Dollar General, GNC, Diane's Hallmark, Subway, D&S Collectibles, and Goodwill Industries. The North Anchor, which was originally a Sears, was subdivided into 4 spaces. A Save-A-Lot supermarket and an Ace Hardware opened in 2 of these in 2004. Offices for the Lockheed Martin and the Cola Cesanos pizza parlor occupied the remainder. By this time, offices in the old GB structure had expanded, taking up a great deal of the mall's remaining inline store space. In November of 2004, Sears returned to the Middletown Mall after a 15-year hiatus. They opened a catalog and appliance store in the southwest parking area out parcel, previously occupied by a supermarket. By this time, a Shop and Save food store was leasing the adjacent Grant City space. The office-type tenants eventually vacated the mall. By the 2010s, the complex was 50% vacant. Pin Oak Properties declared bankruptcy. In April of 2018, the struggling shopping center was acquired by General Acquisitions Limited Liability Company. They changed the name of the facility to Middletown Commons. In September of 2017, Sears closed again. A massive redevelopment commenced in late 2018. The interior of the mall was gutted. Now rentable space was built and the roof repaired and parking lot repaved. In essence, the old enclosed mall was turned inside out, with all stores, offices, and restaurants now having only exterior entrances. The first new tenants opened in the summer of 2020, with completion of the project taking place in 2022. Since 2018, General Acquisitions Incorporated has been steadily redeveloping the former Middletown Mall into the Middletown Commons, a sprawling area that hosts to retail, medical, business, and other tenants, and is now nearly 80% full. General Acquisitions co-owner David Biafora said the company has invested around $70 million in the project, estimating that another $10 million will be put into the Middletown Commons before all is said and done. What do you remember about this mall? Leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.